Welcome back, fellow adventurers. We're on our way to the Industrial Park, which features in several of the Carol Reed games.
Going into town.
One fine morning in the Norrköping factory land.
Is this the bridge?
This is the bridge, yes.
Oh no, wait, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, it is. Yeah. Wait,
And look at that.
Get a shot of
Yeah, look at that.
That's the Flatiron.
All right, we should find somewhere to park, like around here, no? You know, it's not far, is it?
This
It's
is
just there.
AGG
Yeah.
on an adventure.
Yep, a Norrköping adventure, right?
That's right.
Adventures in Norrköping, Sweden.
That's right. Those are Norrköpings right there, look at them.
Right, so we need to find somewhere to park. Okay, so here we are in kind of the central area of Norrköping, and right over here, like in this whole area, this is like the industrial park. So we're just going to walk across this bridge and kind of point out any landmarks that we can recognize from the games. So one of the iconic landmarks is this yellow building. It's called the Flatiron. It's one of the central Norrköping landmarks, and it appears in several of the Carol Reed games.
A Norrköping landmark. They call it the Flatiron. It used to be a factory.
Carol walks across this bridge, and she's kind of looking around like this kind of lookout area, and she finds a couple items on the ground here. One of the items is a bicycle lamp, which she finds, like, I think just in this corner right here. Okay, so like right around here. Can you get a shot of that? and then on the other side, she finds a key. So as you can see, this is an important location because you find two key items that you need in the game, just kind of lying on the ground here. So right here. So it's important when you're Carol Reed to fully explore your surroundings, right? Okay. You know, you kind of can take in, you know, like all the scenery and like the landscape and, you know, like the Flatiron building and like all that stuff. But you know, you also kind of have to look around on the ground here and like in the corners and everywhere, and, you know, do some detective work, and, you know, you can find just like objects lying around. All right, so here we are walking around the industrial park, and in the background there, like that's the bridge that we just came from. When we're on that bridge, I was talking about, you know, being aware of your surroundings. So, you know, like, you know, being a detective, you know, looking for clues. Okay, and so, you know, here's another bridge we're just walking across, and you know, like when you're walking along here, you got to watch out because you can see. You know, you can find things like this right here. All right. This here could be some sort of clue. Like, what is this doing here? Like, you know, what is the significance of this? Like this smiley face? I mean, like there must be some kind of meaning behind it. Maybe it's part of some kind of puzzle. Obviously, you know, we can't pick it up. Right, so probably the easiest thing to do here, like to gather this evidence, right, just in case we need it later, like just take a picture of it. All right, and that's it. So yeah, so this is the kind of thing I was talking about. Like this is what adventure gaming is all about, right? Like you just, you know, it's like walking around, and, you know, you've got to notice, you know, details like this. So one of the things that we're doing here, apart from just walking around and exploring, we need to take some photos for Bigge, some artistic photos of like a few different things, right?
If you can hack it, here are the objects I had in mind.
So we're looking for some huge granite cylinders, a pan millstone, a statue of Moa Martinson. We're looking for the heating church, which is the building with 4 large chimneys, and we're looking for a thin, tall, yellow building.
And remember that the pictures have to be artistic.
So one of the things we're looking for is this statue of Moa Martinson. I'm not actually entirely sure who Moa Martinson is. We did find this statue right here, but I don't think this is Moa Martinson. I'm not actually sure who this is. There's no plaque or anything like that. So I don't know. It could be like Mrs. Doubtfire or something.
Hello! Ah!
All right, okay, so after doing some further investigation, like around here, I found out that this statue, it's not actually Mrs. Doubtfire like I thought it might be. If we look over here, this plaque says that this is actually Susanna Arwin. I'm not actually sure who that is. It's all in Swedish, but... So now we know that this statue is actually a red herring.
Ah, a red herring.
So the lesson to be learned here is that a good adventurer never gives up, and they don't get discouraged by red herrings, okay? So we're gonna move on, and we're gonna try and find the real statue. Okay, so I think we found one of the photos that we need to take for Bigge, okay? One of the items on the list was a millstone. So this is called the Collar Gang stone, and I'm pretty sure this is definitely the millstone that we're looking for. So I'm gonna take a picture for Bigge. All right, there we go. Okay, so we can cross one item off the list. So we got 4 more to go. Oh, I think we might have found something to take another photo of. So this building is called the Heating Church. You know, the building with 4 chimneys, so you know, it's quite hard to miss. I think if we take a photo from, let's see, from around here, like we want to see like all four chimneys.
I don't think I'll get a better angle than this.
Right, there we go. All right. I think Bigge's going to be pleased with that. I think that photo is going to look artistic enough for him. All right, so we're still, you know, walking around the industrial park here, and one of the great things about being an adventurer is that you never know what could be around the next corner. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Look. So here we are at another Norrköping landmark. This is called the Blood Falls. It's called the Blood Falls, although as you can see, it doesn't really look like blood. But anyway, we're still looking for photos for Bigge. But one of the other things that we're looking for is something for Stina.
If you're going to visit the industrial park, you can look for my earring. You observe the waterfall from a large pipe, and my earring got dropped into the grating of that pipe last Christmas.
And she must have dropped her earring somewhere around here. And as you can see, the floor is kind of like a grating. So her earring, if she dropped it like around here, then it would have probably fallen through the grating, and you know, it would be down there somewhere.
That must be Stina's earring.
Okay, but even if we find her earring, we also got to figure out like how we're going to get it, okay? Because we can't just like stick our hand or our arm like through this grating, okay? Like the holes are too small, all right? So this is a good example of a classic adventure game puzzle, which could very easily like happen in real life. And so what you do, like to solve the puzzle, you know, if we found Stina's earring, like down there, okay, you know, what we have to do is we have to get like a fish hook and then we can, like tie a piece of string to the hook. Then you lower the hook through the grating, hook the earring, and like bring it back up.
That's wonderful. I'm gonna put it in a glass of whiskey and then plug it in right away.
So it's a good idea, when you're going out to somewhere like this, to bring a fish hook and a piece of string with you, just in case you drop something through like a grating like this. Because then you're prepared, right? Because, you don't want to drop something and then like, how are you going to get it? You can't like put your hand through this grating. You can't put your arm through this grating. But if you had a fish hook and a piece of string with you, you'd be able to retrieve it. So this is what adventure gaming is all about. All right, you rolling? Oh, you are? Okay, all right. Okay, so I was just looking at Biggie's list here. We've crossed off 2 of them, the Pan Millstone and the Heating Church. And so we just found a 3rd one right here, which is the huge granite cylinders. Actually, when Carol was here, when she looked at these cylinders from this side, someone had actually drawn a penis on that cylinder right there.
I could ask Stina to fix it in Photoshop, but I don't have time for that.
So I just want to show you like where they drew the penis. Right. So when Carol was here, have you got me? So when Carol was here, someone had drawn like a penis like right here, like where these plaques are. Okay. Obviously it's not here anymore. So I guess they like the Norrköping Council or something, like must have cleaned it up, and then they put these these plaques here instead. So as you can see, there's no penis here anymore. It's just sorry. So as you can see, there's no penis here, but I mean that was several years ago. So obviously the Norrköping Council must have come along and cleaned this up. And so instead of a penis, you've got these 2 plaques right here. So I'm not really sure what these plaques are for, but I guess it's better than a penis. Okay, right, so here we are on the other side of the huge granite cylinders. I think we're going to take a photo from like around here. So in the game, when Carol was here, there was actually a lot of backlight. So the sun was right back there.
I think I need something for the camera.
So to solve that problem, what she did is she just took a paper coffee cup and then she cut a hole in it, and then she put that over her phone as kind of like a makeshift visor, and then she was able to take the photo from here. As you can see today, it's not really that sunny, and it's actually rainy right now. So we don't really have a problem taking the photo, apart from the fact that I'm getting wet. Hey, hang on. I think we might have found the tall yellow building that we were looking for. Look, we found it. Look at that. See, look, there we go. So, all right, so we found another one. So we're going to take a picture of that, obviously, right from here, and that'll be 4 off the list. All right, there we go. So I think we got that. Biggie's gonna be pleased. Oh, I think I see the statue just down here. All right, so I think we might have found the statue of Moa Martinson. I'm pretty sure, but we want to kind of look around here and see if we can find any proof. All right, so how do we know this is Moa Martinson? All right, so how do we know for sure that this is Moa Martinson's statue? Well, if you remember, like the other statue that we saw, which was turned out to be a red herring, had a plaque nearby, and I'm just looking for a plaque, but I can't really see one. Can you? Okay, so if we look on the back here, look, here's the plaque right here, and as we thought, this is Moa Martinson's statue. Okay, so I'm going to take this photo of the statue for Biggie.
Well, he said artistic.
So like that, I think Biggie will be happy with that. So yeah. So with that, this is the last thing that we ticked off the list. So we found all five objects for Biggie. So now all we have to do is take our photos back to Biggie, and then what? And then okay. So, all right. So
Why are we doing this?
okay. So I've actually forgotten why.
We're doing this.
I've actually forgotten why Biggie needed these photos in the first place. Basically, it's a typical fetch quest. Like we needed something from Biggie, but in return, like he asked us to take these photos for him. We now have all 5 photos that Biggie asked for. Okay, so now all we have to do is take the photos back to him and claim our reward, whatever that is.
Have you had your appendix removed? Looks fine to me. Enjoy the calming office ambience.
Well, that's the end of our adventures in Sweden for now. Thank you for joining us, and special thanks to Mikael Nyquist for his hospitality. Any last words, Mikael?
Yeah, here are some Russian jewel cases. At least they use actual images from the games on the backside here.
On the back. Sorry, backside is something else in English, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but on the front.
In the rectum.
Wait, sorry, I missed that. Sorry, say that again. Sorry.